Morning. Just picked up some coffee, sitting here in the line at the dump. I gotta dump some stuff, and then I'm gonna go pick up my chipper and then head over to the pit over in Aptos so I can finish doing up that work that I talked about in the last video that you saw. Oh yeah, truck's all empty and looking clean. Let's go snag that chipper. I forgot that I gotta snag my good old Harbor Freight ramp to even get my chipper, and I gotta drop off my ladder, so we're at my storage. I'm gonna do that. Ladder's gone, ramp's loaded. Can't forget the most important part. It's not going anywhere. All right, I just pulled up. Before we start chipping up these piles and scaping, I just want to show you all of the updated work that Jared did while I was gone last weekend. Homie freaking went hard. I'm super bummed that I missed it, but it is what it is. I'm stoked for you guys to see it, so here it is. Check it out. He resurfaced a lot of area. And look at what he built over there, baby. Little bank to ledge action. Oh yeah, this is looking sick, dude. And look, we got more cinder blocks and parking curbs so that I think we're gonna build one over here too, so you can piece together some lines. But the goal for today is, like we said in the last video, to get all of this trimmed up and get all of this chipped up, as well as all that stuff, so we can open up more of this area so you have more runway to actually hit the ledge. But yeah, stoked. Let's get it.
What up, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Scape and Destroy, a series where I go around to overgrown skate spots, skate parks, DIYs, I landscape them up, and then I skate.
I'm gonna go snag my pull saw.
Today I'm over here back in Aptos, California at the pit so we can get a little bit more work done, getting this place looking better. Jared got the ground nice and resurfaced while I was out of town on another cleanup. And today we're going to knock out the rest of these piles so that we can get the rest of it resurfaced another time. We're also going to build another bank to ledge on the opposite side of the one that I showed earlier so that we could really piece together some lines. And lucky for y'all, Jared actually filmed the process of him building that bank to ledge, so when we do the other one, I'm going to add all of that footage together to make one big long video. I think you guys will like the lot.
All right, I'm gonna chop up this section in the middle, all the broken branches, pile it off to the side. That way I have a clean workspace. And then I'm not gonna take off all of that section, just the parts that are interfering with the runway. And then I'll blow all of the debris and dirt off of the side to expose as much of the concrete as I can, so.
There's lots of work to be done at this spot, but it's slowly coming together. Probably hasn't looked like this in the last 20 years. Feels super good getting this spot back and skatable for the community.
It's kind of hard to tell back there, but a lot of these branches just broke from the weight of them. So I'm just cutting them at that point right there. I'll clean that one up. This one. But yeah, I'm just taking off all of the broken ones.
I'll let y'all enjoy the sweet sounds of scaping, and of course I'm going to pop in and out with my thoughts and updates on things here and there.
All right, I got a pretty decent pile going. I'm gonna get all of this dirt and debris out from underneath these sticks, and then clear this little zone. I'll bring my chipper out and start chipping this up, and then I'll work my way that way.
I've been meaning to bring my chipper to some of these cleanups to help minimize the debris, but it's kind of a hassle to lug around, and it's more of a residential chipper than it is a commercial chipper. You're not really supposed to feed anything wider than 3 inches through it, but you can do quite a bit with it, especially if all the debris is dead, which most of this stuff is, so I figured this would be a good cleanup to bring it out on. I just about got my piles ready, so I'll bust it out and you can see it in action here soon.
All right, we got the chipper down in here. We're gonna start getting this pile chipped up. Jared showed up. Everyone say thank you for his work. Legend.
All right, here's my little chipper, little Echo SC 2013. This thing's pretty rad, and like I say, it can shred through quite a bit. I bought it last year for around $2,500. I know that sounds like a lot, but those commercial ones start around $10,000 and go all the way up to around 50 or more. If you own some land and are in the market for one of these, this is a pretty good unit. When I was doing yard maintenance full time, I had a couple clients that had quite a bit of land. They would have me do some property clearing a couple times a year, trimming trees, clearing areas for fire hazards, weed whacking, all that good stuff. Before I had this thing, I would just load up all the debris in the back of my truck, and it would be super time consuming on top of all of the other things that I would have to keep up on. Buying this thing made it to where I had to go to the dump a whole lot less, made my life a lot easier. Running dry material through this is a whole lot easier than running freshly cut material. Usually if the job allows it, I could just make my piles of the freshly cut material and let it sit for a couple weeks and let it dry out. You don't really have to worry about that as much on the cleanups though, just because it's not like a normal client. You can just let the pile sit for as long as you want. All of those larger sticks that I'm throwing off to the side, I'm going to buck up later and throw up into the truck since I can't feed it to the machine.
All right, we're making some pretty good progress. I'm gonna weed whack all of this stuff just so that I can blow all of this off to the side. And then I'm gonna finish chopping up all of this stuff so I can chip it. And then we'll jump over to this pile and get this all nice and chipped up.
See all of this stuff right here? This would be perfect to feed through the machine because it's super dead and dry. I tried to wedge some rocks up against the wheels so that it wouldn't move when I was using it, but it didn't work out very well. I usually use the metal end piece that are on my racks on my truck to block it, but I was feeling lazy and didn't want to walk up there to grab it. The thing's vibrating all over the place. See all this fresh material that I'm feeding through it right now? That stuff has a way higher chance of clogging up the machine, which I just did. You definitely want to try not to do that, but if you do, just try to unclog the machine as best you can, and it should start right back up. I can tell it was starting to get jammed up, so I tried to poke it with the stick, but that wasn't working very well. If it starts doing that, sometimes you just gotta feed some dry material through it and try to get some chunkier wood chips through it.
All right, this is taking a lot longer than I expected, so I'm not going to show the rest of the chipping of this pile. If you're wondering what I'm doing with this, I can't chip that stuff up because it's too big, so I'll just chop all of it up with my chainsaw and then load it up in the truck and haul it out. I'm actually going to chop this up and get it out of the way first, just so that it's done, and then I'll do the chipping. Yo, hell yeah, Daniel. Donating a rail.
Shout out Daniel for coming and saying hi. He popped through the tunnel while we were working and checked things out and said that he had a rail that he wanted to donate to the spot. Jared and I can definitely make good use of that here, so I appreciate it, brother.
All right, it's looking good. I'm gonna load up the rest of my tools, get this trash out of here, and then we're gonna catch a session because Jared's got to leave town, so got to try out this little ledge that he built.
Unfortunately, Jared's got to leave town for a little bit. It's a bummer, but he's got to go take care of some responsibilities, so it's all good. That's why this video is broken up into 2 different days. He has to get on the road after today's cleanup, so we really wanted to get a session in together before he had to leave. He'll be up in Oregon for a bit. Let me know if I should drive up there and scape something with him.
All right, finally got my tools all loaded up. Was just about to put my shoes on, and I realized I left them at home, so I gotta go snag them. Luckily, it's not that far, so I'll see you when I get back. All right, we're back, baby. I got my shoes. What should have been a 10-minute drive is now a 45-minute drive because of all the damn traffic and road construction that's going on, but we're here. Let's get some clips. Check it out. Jared marked it. It's official. All right, so the run up is definitely not perfect just because we haven't chopped up this and it's still a little wet and not resurfaced right here, but she's pretty good. Angle change. You gotta really scoop out of that one. Oh, that was a good one. Oh, come on. Gotta clean it up. Oh, come on. Okay. All right, come on, let's get a proper one. I think that one was good enough. All right, I'm pretty gassed out, so I'm just gonna film Jared. He's still pretty juiced up. All right, Jared's finally gassed out, so I think that's the end of the session. I will be back tomorrow to continue scaping, doing some of the stuff that I had mentioned earlier in the video. Jared has to go up to Oregon for an indefinite amount of time. That's why I wanted to catch some grinds with him before he headed that way. But yeah, hope you guys liked today's session, and I'll see you tomorrow. We're back, baby. Let's get this pile out of here. Jared's not here, so it's kind of hard to get the chipper up and over the ledge to get it down here. So I think I'm just gonna chop this up and throw it in the back of my truck and haul it out. And then we'll work on getting this section exposed too. So let's get it.
We're back for more action, and I definitely didn't think about the whole chipper situation. There's a little ledge at the entrance, and there was no way I was going to be able to lift it up and over that by myself. It definitely sucks too, because this pile is going to be the easier one to chip up. It's all good though, baby. We just roll with them punches. I'm going to keep the yapping to a minimum in this section, but I'm going to pop in and out with updates as always. The chipper would have just shredded through this stuff so easy. Oh yeah, it's really nice to see that pile gone and see this section opening up. Once we get all this debris out of here and we can finally resurface this area, it's really going to tie the place together.
Oh yeah, baby, pile's gone. I'm gonna start getting all this dirt and leaf and all that crap out of there. It's pretty thick, as you can see. Very, very thick. But I want to try to expose the cement all the way up to the top so it's even. That way we have a lot more runway and all that good stuff, but we'll see how it goes. I got all these logs that I piled over here yesterday loaded up into my wheelbarrow because I want to get them out of here so that I can dump dirt along here and make it nice and level. Then I'll run my weed whacker over all the debris that I dumped just to mulch it up a little bit and then spread it out so it's nice and even. Crazy how much it's opening up though. Really coming together. I'm probably going to save this work for another day. I don't know. We'll see how tired I am.
Oh yeah, at this point I was definitely starting to get pretty antsy to skate. We just got to get the rest of this debris off the concrete and then run the blower over it. Oh yeah, I still have a few piles I need to load up into the truck and then get my tools in there too. But I was thinking of tricks that I wanted to try for sure.
Gosh dang it, I forgot to press record. I was doing so good. But we weed whacked all of the cracks all along up there. We just got a little bit more dirt to throw off to the side. And then I'm gonna bring you up top so I can dig out the top. And then I think we're good for today. Catch another session. All right, we're looking good. We got all the concrete exposed. I just got to pick up these piles, get my tools up in the truck. I'm feeling a little tired, so I want to catch a session before the day ends. So I think I'm going to save that work that I was talking about over here for another video. But yeah, it's coming together. It's looking really nice over here. I can't wait to get this section all nice and resurfaced like this. It'll really tie the place together. So I'm excited.
All right. Here's the last few piles. We got to get up into the truck. I'll stop the yapping and let you guys finish the video. Before I let you all go, though, I just want to thank you guys for all the continued support. It still blows me away how positive that you all are and that I get to do this on a daily basis. I'm super grateful that I get to build this community and do two of my favorite things. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the support. Much love, everybody.
I keep forgetting to put my mask on. Time to get some clips. Truck's all loaded. My body kept trying to rotate. It's definitely harder to skate from that side just because you don't have as much run up, but it's doable. You just got to be a little quick-footed about it. So I'm gonna probably bring like a couple pieces of plywood here so you can extend the run up and it'll be a little bit easier. Oh yeah, blunt sides are a lot easier to do now that the pile's gone. Hey! Need to change the board. It's getting a little dusty. Day's starting to catch up to me, but I want to try a Smith kickflip, so let's get it. Oh, that took way too long. Oh yeah, that was a solid session. There's definitely a couple more that I did that would have been a lot cleaner had I ridden away, but I'm pretty beat, so I'm just gonna take that. Jared and I want to come back and film a full part here, but I don't know when he's gonna come back, so that's gonna be down the road. But yeah, this place is really coming together. We got plans of doing a couple more obstacles, and I'm obviously gonna do a lot more scaping off to the sides to really open up the rest of the ditch. But yeah, it's looking good, super fun. If you guys decide to come here, as always, just please be respectful, respect the neighbors, pack your trash, all that good stuff. Lots of hard work goes into this, lots of money, and we want to try to keep it for as long as we can. And if you guys want to help support the channel, hit subscribe, leave a like, comment down below any thought that you might have. It greatly helps the channel grow, reach new audience. And if you guys want to help support financially, I'll leave a couple links down in the description. You can go check out my merch store and grab a hoodie or a t-shirt or something. There's also a donation link where you can make a one-time donation to help with travel costs, tools, and all that good stuff. You guys have been showing such incredible amounts of support lately, and I wouldn't be able to do this as much if it wasn't for you. So I can't thank you guys enough. I don't want to get too repetitive in that department, but at the same time, I don't really care because you guys are making my dreams come true. So much love, everybody, and I'll see you in the next video.